PENGU versus APE. The NFT world is evolving fast, and two ecosystem coins are grabbing serious attention. APE and PENGU, heard of them? Yeah, both have deep roots in high-profile NFT projects, Bored Ape Yacht Club and Pudgy Penguins. Both offer utility beyond just meme hype. As we head into the 2025 year, portfolio managers, NFT enthusiasts, and speculators everywhere are all watching closely to see which token will deliver the bigger returns and how fast. Welcome back to another episode of JRNY TV. My name's Nick, and here is where we break down the moves behind the money. Today we're going to be comparing ApeCoin and PENGU side by side. We're going to be looking at what ties them together, how each project stands out on its own, current price outlooks from the most recent analysis, and which could outperform this cycle. Is Ape's bear market discount your ticket in, or is PENGU poised to steal the show? Let's find out. Section uno. That's right, not the game, just the number. 1. Why ApeCoin and PENGU are similar coins. All right, so let's kick this off by looking at what binds ApeCoin, Ape, and PENGU together. Both of these tokens are deeply rooted in the beloved NFT ecosystems. Ape is the utility token behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, as well as connected ventures like Otherside and ApeChain. PENGU represents the on-chain token for Pudgy Penguins, a popular contender for NFT projects with its own community and brand identity. So while both started from fun-focused digital art, they have now evolved into utility tokens with real community and cultural backing. But what they share is more than just roots. They both offer community, governed utility, Ape holders getting voting rights in the Ape DAO, early access to ecosystem features, and a stake in the growing ApeChain network. That's huge. Meanwhile, PENGU backers are now building their own governance model and are now seeing increased institutional attention. Think NFT ETF applications. That makes both tokens more than meme collectibles. They are currency within their own worlds, and their ecosystems are exploding. They also both benefit from nostalgia and brand strength. The Bored Ape and Pudgy Penguin art styles are instantly recognizable, the kind of IP that gets featured on mainstream platforms and celebrity badge of honor collections. That type of collector's power, it converts into token demand and wider adoption. So whether you're an OG NFT holder or maybe you're a meme coin hunter on the rise, both Ape and PENGU show how art can fuel real on-chain economies. Finally, look at where they fit in the current market cycle, altcoin and NFT season. As the broader crypto market heats up, it's cooking. Attention swings toward ecosystem tokens, not just pure speculation coins. Ape and PENGU are perfectly positioned right now to benefit from this shift, leveraging both utility and collectability. They're not outliers, okay? They're central players in the next wave. Why PENGU and Pudgy Penguins are built different. Let's talk about that adorable little penguin. PENGU, the meme coin born out of the most heartwarming comebacks in all of crypto. That's right, pudgy little penguins. What started off as just another NFT project in the chaos of 2021 ended up becoming a serious cultural movement. After being nearly forgotten, the collection got new life when entrepreneur Luca Netz took over the brand, gave it a purpose, and transformed it into a full-blown franchise. Now, it's not just an NFT. It's a brand with toys in Walmart, an animated series in the works, and a budding universe being built through Pudgy World, now a gaming platform powered by ZK Sync. PENGU, the token tied to this growing ecosystem, is more than just a meme. It represents everything that this comeback stands for: resilience, community, and branding that actually connects with real people. Unlike most meme coins that vanish within weeks, PENGU, that adorable little pudgy penguin, is riding a wave of real-world attention. The success of Pudgy Penguin toys and the slick marketing around them, they have made the brand one of the first Web3 native projects to truly cross over into mainstream pop culture. And that's no easy task. So you see the memes, you see the plushies, you see the animations, and it's not just crypto people talking about it anymore. It's people every day. It's your neighbors, it's people online, and in the world of crypto, that all matters. But what's even more bullish is how PENGU tends to blend that pop culture momentum with solid crypto fundamentals. You've got NFTs that people love, physical toys flying off shelves, and now a token with meme energy and growing utility. So when people feel emotionally invested in our brand, whether it's through an adorable penguin avatar or a collectible on their desk, that energy flows into the token. That's why the PENGU community is one of the strongest communities in the space right now. People believe in it, and when retail returns in full force, projects like this with real-world relevance, they tend to go parabolic. At the end of the day, PENGU isn't just riding hype. It is riding a story, a brand, a movement, and if this thing continues to grow into games, merch, and Web3 experiences, the upside could still be huge. Especially as altcoin season heats up right now, hotter than ever before, and people start looking for the narratives that are easy to understand, fun to support, and impossible to ignore. That's PENGU in a nutshell. ApeCoin, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and the comeback blueprint. Now let's take some time to jump into ApeCoin and its wild origin story. Launched in 2022 by the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem, ApeCoin was built to power everything from digital economies to the Metaverse, specifically Yuga Labs' ambitious other side project. At first, it exploded. Celebs were buying apes, ApeCoin got listed on every major exchange, and the hype machine was running on a rocket. But as the bear market hit, excitement around Bored Ape Yacht Club and its entire ecosystem cooled off fast. Floor prices dropped, critics piled on, and for a while, it felt like Yuga Labs was running out of steam. But the bones are still there. Bored Ape Yacht Club is still one of the most iconic NFT collections in crypto today, and Yuga Labs still has a war chest of capital, partnerships, and dev power to keep pushing forward. So, the other side, Metaverse, might not be fully alive just yet, but the recent updates, they show that they're still building. On top of that, we have got ApeChain coming, and a dedicated blockchain built utilizing Polygon CDK and powered by ApeChain. That's a huge infrastructure play that could in fact give ApeChain an entirely new utility layer outside just governance and ecosystem incentives. What's also incredibly important to note is that ApeChain has been through its rough patch. The crash, the FUD, the internal shakeups, and yet it's still here. It's still listed everywhere. And it's still integrated into one of the most recognized brands in Web3. That's rare. Most tokens don't survive that kind of fallout, but ApeCoin, that thing has a chance at a redemption arc. And in a bull market, nothing gets retail more excited like a comeback story. So, ladies and gentlemen, while it is easy to overlook ApeCoin right now, that's exactly what makes it a bit interesting. The risk versus reward setup is shifting. Low sentiment, low price, but high potential catalysts on the horizon. Sounds like a perfect storm. If Yuga Labs gets it all together and ApeChain rolls out smoothly, we could see ApeCoin re-enter the spotlight in a major way. PENGU, price, and the market outlook. Let's dive face first into the present numbers and future potential of PENGU. Right now, ahora, PENGU is trading around almost 3 cents, with an impressive 24-hour volume near 1.9 billion with a B. That's right, that's massive for a token that is under $2 billion in market cap. Speaking of market cap, PENGU, that pudgy little penguin, sits between $1.8 and $1.9 billion, thus placing it firmly in the top layers of meme and NFT tokens. It recently surged 70% over the last 30 days on ETF headlines and whale buying activity. The meme engine is roaring, but the brand is holding up strong. So what's next? Analysts, they're eyeing a breakout to almost 4 cents, maybe 5 cents, based on chart patterns and NFT market ties. Brave New Coin points to a bullish structure that, if sustained, it could send PENGU toward the target. And if that proposed PENGU-based ETF by Canary Capital wins approval, we could then see flows targeting a $3 billion market cap, roughly translating to 5 to 6 cents per token. So yeah, that pudgy little penguin, that adorable little PENGU, it is now delivering meme coin returns, but with a cultural edge and mainstream narrative. With toy partnerships, hardware wallet drops, and NFT collection buzz, it's not just the hype, it is the hype with backbone. This setup, it could easily propel it toward 5x returns if the momentum keeps building. ApeCoin price and market outlook. All right, let's get current on ApeCoin and what's happening right now, along with where it may be headed in the near term. As of today, Ape is trading around 67 cents with a market cap of approximately $530 million and 24-hour trading volume near 30 million. That currently puts ApeCoin firmly in the top tier of NFT-linked utility tokens. Over the past week alone, it's climbed nearly 10%, reflecting renewed interests that are fueled by Yuga's recent projects on-chain momentum. But what's lighting this fuse? The ApeChain mainnet. Live since October 2024, continued rolling out throughout Q2 and is now fully integrated with Layer 0, enabling multi-chain interoperability and earning staking yields on Ape and ETH balances. Plus, the Banana Bill incentives are funding app development and community rewards, fueling ecosystem growth. Looking ahead, analysts everywhere are forecasting Ape to hover around around $1.35 by the end of 2025, while Messari estimates a moderate bounce toward 78 cents in 2026 if adoption continues along the current trajectory. That suggests a realistic 50 to 100% upside from here, especially if ApeChain gains traction, staking continues to drive on-chain activity, and Ape sees fresh listings or integrations. That said, Ape still does trade far below its all-time high, $26.80, and sentiment remains cautious with a 52-week low near 35 cents. So, while the upside is there, so are the risks. But with Yuga Labs' development drive, ecosystem depth, and better market structure in play, Ape presents a compelling mid-cap NFT economy macro bet. Ape versus PENGU? Which one's the better buy for 2025? When it comes to comparing ApeCoin and PENGU, you're looking at two very different beasts in the crypto jungle. You have one that's backed by a massive NFT empire, while the other is riding the meme wave with community firepower. Both have serious momentum that should not be taken lightly. And behind them, heading into 2025, the key question is which one offers the better upside from here? And to get that answer, we've got to dive face first into those market caps, the community strength, the upcoming catalysts, and what kind of investor you are. ApeCoin, backed by Yuga Labs, empowering parts of the Bored Ape ecosystem, and the new ApeChain, currently holds a market cap around $500 million. It's down from its all-time highs, but it's not dead. In fact, some would even argue it finally found its bottom. If ApeChain gains real adoption and utility, and it begins to flow through the ecosystem, we could then see Ape easily double from where it is right now. But that ride may be slower, more methodical, and tied to broader ecosystem progress. Think of it like a blue chip altcoin built for stability and controlled bursts. PENGU, on the other hand, that adorable little pudgy penguin, has taken a wildly different route. With a market cap nearing $2 billion, it is very clear the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem, and by extension, the PENGU Memecoin, has captured market attention in a big way. The token thrives off of community momentum, viral branding, and retail hype fueled by Pudgy's toy lines and social dominance. So if retail euphoria kicks into full gear in the next altcoin season, PENGU could see a 5 to 10x pump simply by doing what it does already: dominate culture and attention. That said, the same volatility that makes it exciting also means big risk. One bad week on social or dip in volume, and it could lose steam fast. So which is the better buy? It depends. ApeCoin might offer more upside from a pure ROI perspective if Yuga delivers and sentiment flips. It's a slower, steadier climb back up. Perfect for those who are looking for a structured entry into a well-known brand. PENGU, however, is the speculative high flyer, already proving it can move fast and hit hard when retail shows up. So if you're betting on cultural momentum, viral attention, and Memecoin mania, that little pudgy penguin is definitely your likely play. But if you want infrastructure, if you want slow burn, and maybe you even want long-term branding, ApeCoin still has a lot of room to surprise. Either way, both of these tokens are very worth watching. All right, so whether you're rocking with the penguins or backing the apes, both PENGU and ApeCoin are lining up to be major players in the next bull run. One's got meme power and retail dominance. The other has deep roots in the NFT space with serious infrastructure backing. And the best part, you don't have to pick just one, because diversification in crypto, especially during altcoin season, can be a very powerful strategy. But always remember, this space doesn't wait for anyone, and it moves fast. Narratives shift overnight, and what's trending today could be old news tomorrow. That's why staying ahead, being a part of the right communities, and locking in your game plan is more important now than ever before. Whether it's memes, infrastructure, or culture-driven coins, your edge is in your preparation. If you're serious about navigating this bull run and finding the next 10x opportunity before the herd, make sure that you are following JRNY TV. We've got you covered with the alpha, the strategies, and the breakdowns that actually matter. Be sure to smash that like button, tap that bell, and as always, we will see you in the next one.